Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Um, I'm a little thrown off because I kind of stayed up late and got up early. So yeah, I'm paying for it. Anyway, I appreciate you all for being here. Let's just jump in the bowl and see what Spirit has for us today. Or shall we? Spirit, is there anything? One of the things I do want to say before I get started, um, I know the Spirit is really really urging us to, be get hunkered down in your spiritual practice, your spiritual cleansing, um, you know, um, having a daily practice, big or small, that you do every day to stay grounded, connected, and aligned. All right. All right. And cleanse. Keep your energy cleansed. If you do any kind of spiritual work, make sure you keep your energy cleansed. All right. What would you like for me to share with the collective today, Spirit? Strength. That's a bear. Ghost. Yeah. Bird. Anything else, Spirit? No? All right. We got a bear, a ghost, and a bird. All right. Let me look up this bird. That bear is strength. Sometimes, depending on what is um paired beside, I see it as gift, but I can't see your shadow being a gift right now in this. So let's see what bird is. Freedom. Says birds genuinely symbolize freedom, transformation, and divine communication. I thought that it was. I heard messenger when I saw that. All right. So this ghost doesn't have to be bad. It could be making sure you maintain a strong connection to your ancestors or to your spirit team because they're giving you messages right now, or that your connection is strong. All right. All right. So let's see. Um, where's my cards at? I'm always okay. Always looking for. Let's see what's going on in the spirit world, y'all. What are they trying to tell us today? I keep hearing, let me do the archangels. I normally just do the archangels for me in the morning. So yeah, pay attention to the messages that your spirit team is, or your, like I said, or your connection with your spirit team is strong right now. So they're sending you a lot of messages. And remember that the messages don't always have to be like, so bold. A lot of times it could be, you could be thinking about something, pondering something, and then it'll show up in your reality. You could be driving down the highway and see a billboard that pertains to something, you were thinking about. I don't know. The spirit just sends, the universe interacts with us and communicates with us in so many different ways. So make sure you're tapped in. So You won't miss anything that's meant for you, okay? All righty. Let's see. Is there any archangel messages? Archangel Jophiel, act with wisdom, use information for your highest good. All right. And don't know how to pronounce this. Archangel Perlimic. Let nature soothe you. Serve the nature kingdom. Okay. One more. Archangel Christine, accept the Christ light, act with wisdom and loving with wisdom and loving compassion. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, it says, open your heart with compassion, enfold others in love. All right. So that's the message the Spirit has for us today. All right. I'm seeing this is really playing out. And I've seen this message several different ways over the weekend. So basically, guys, those of us who have been on this ascension, on this, who have actively been on this ascension path, who, when I say that, what I mean by that is you have consciously been doing work, all right, to heal past trauma, heal old wounds, being mindful of where you are, being mindful of where you are, working on old, outdated belief systems. These are trappings of the mind, okay? And so if you've been actively trying to get out of that bag that we've been put in, we've been, and I've been saying this too, that we've been called upon to be pillars of light for people who are going to be jolted into the new reality, the new way of being. Like, we've had time because we chose, to do the work. And so, we've been waking up gradually, you know what I'm saying? Whereas some people are just going to be jolted into this. And so things might get a little bit hectic around you and in your environments. And, people may lash out at you. Because number one, they don't understand what's happening to them, but because you are a pillar in unconsciously, and because you are a pillar of light, unconsciously, they may direct not a lot of negative energy towards you, because unconsciously they realize that you are maybe a catalyst for them, so they might become angry, they might become disgruntled. Because here's the thing, sometimes we be around people and we wake folks up and they feel like, I wouldn't be going through this if you wouldn't have came over here with that frequency. Again, it's not that they doing it consciously. They just realize that things change once you came around, or once you change your frequency, your vibration. All right. So we're just being asked to make sure we stay grounded in nature. We got gonna have some excuse me. I got some resin. Frankincense resin burn is kind of getting in my throat. Excuse me, y'all. But so yeah, we have to stay grounded in nature. because we're gonna have a lot of raw nerve. Our nervous system gonna be kind of raw. So, because like I say, we all going through an ascension at the same time, but depending on where we are, the frequency, we get all these higher pitched frequencies. It's like I say, it's just gonna be kind of jolting to the nervous system. So make sure you ground yourself, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm stretching. Make sure you continue to ground yourself with nature. Nature is gonna be very important. Nature is always important, but it's really gonna be important to be connected at this time. I said in another video, Gaia is willing to is available to assist us, and protect us during this period. So, and it says, because this card says act with wisdom, use information for the highest good. I feel like, again, a lot of us, because everybody is coming online. It's just not like, oh, some people are psychics and some people. We all have, and we all have are being called to connect and develop this. And so, again, you guys who may be attracted to this channel, you've already been honing your abilities. And so you're going to be getting information to help the people around you. Now, again, that's not to say let people pull on your energy where you share more than what you need. It's a stick and move. You let people, because I'm sure you've been on the path for a long time. If people around you, and I'm not saying being mean, like, oh, don't come over here now, type of shit. Now, I ain't talking about that. But at the same time, we're not gonna be coddling folks and doing all the work for folks. All right, give them some good information, be a listening ear, but don't let stuff drag your energy down. All right. And it's Archangel Christine, like I say, if you see this, it says act with wisdom right here. Act with wisdom and loving compassion. And on here, it says open your heart with compassion. So that seems to be the main focus. All right. With the information that we are receiving from spirit. All right. Use the information for the greater good of all. All right. And make sure you're not only having compassion for others, but for yourself. And you have to start with yourself. Know your limitations. Know how far you're willing to help. You have got to maintain your boundaries. You have got to maintain your discipline. You have got to maintain your spiritual hygiene. Know what is your cutoff. All right. Because people are going to be pulling on your energy. Some may even be out of desperation. All right. We don't want to turn anybody away, but at the same time, we not finna take on their stuff. All right. All right. So let's see. Is there anything else, Spirit? That was a very clear message. All right. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. All right, I'm just gonna pull a couple little tarot with this. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. I did. I did. Have a little mini celebration around here. Now I don't want to go to work. I don't never want to go to work. I always want to I was spend my days communing with spirit and creating art. It's coming. It's a coming. All right. So, spirit, is there anything else we need to know about? Okay. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Moon. Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, did something fall? Okay. Now, Fool came in reverse, and we got 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, and the 10 of Cups peeping out. So, all right. It's kind of going back to what I'm saying. What I was saying earlier. With this Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. The times are changing. People who have been on this path, you know, you're open to the new frequencies, all right, and so you're gonna attract different tools, different spiritual gifts, you know, because you're keeping your heart open, you're being compassionate, you're acting with love and wisdom. So you are going to be armed and prepared with everything that you need on this journey. All right. All the information that you need will be coming to you as long as you maintain your your connections. All right. Now, this moon was hitting from us is because this Fool came in reverse. What's hidden from us that during this time as we're leaving the past, okay, past connections, past lifestyles, past it doesn't want to let us go, you know, because that's a reality. Okay, let me explain this. If you have never seen this movie, and it is a cartoon, but it was one of my favorite cartoons, Coraline. That movie is so dang on deep. Okay, and if you haven't seen it, possibly check it out because it breaks down exactly what I'm about to say. I mean, it shows you. So, but anyway, in the movie, uh, there was a spider that lived in the house, and I guess it was like a different reality within the home, and it was a spider that pretended, it would steal the souls of children and keep them trapped in this house. All right. Interesting concept. But anyway, in the movie, when a little girl, Coraline, was trying to help free not only her parents, but the kids that the Spider Woman had kept prior, um, it was like when Coraline was trying to get away, the reality of the illusion that the Spider Woman had created to even entrap them was breaking away. It was falling apart. It was disintegrating. So the more that Coraline got closer to the truth, all right, or got closer to, because it was like a riddle that she had to solve. So as she was solving the riddle, the whole reality started falling apart, and she was so desperately trying to, stop Coraline from figuring out this riddle and escaping. So it's kind of like that. Like, as you are waking up to your truth and you're spreading truth and you're helping people wake up. The old paradigm, the old reality wants to hold on to you. All right. It doesn't want to allow the new way to take, form. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't want to fall away. So that's what's being hidden. That's what's being hidden. So with you knowing this information that spirit is sharing with you, make sure and it's going to do it in subtle ways. I just heard. So subtle ways to me is like, let's say, uh, somebody invites you out to a bar. All right. You have a good time. All right. You're having a good time. And then the next thing you know, it was such a good time. Now, here's the thing. You already got well, you're doing something else, that they used to, take up that time. You're doing something else, right? But you're taking away from what the new thing that you're doing to go revisit hanging out at the bar. And then that becomes a habit and you fall back into an old habit, It's like I said, it's subtle. It's gonna be subtle. People gonna be coming around. Hey, it's distractions because it wants to get you re-trapped in the old paradigm. So please be clear. This is not a game. All right. And it's a mental trap. All right. Get you stuck in the old cycle. It's already moving forward. Okay. We already moving forward. So it wants to block us and to keep us from continuing this part of our journey. All right. All right. I hope that makes sense. All right. Didn't mean for that to be so heavy. But yeah, that's what it's trying to do. The Six of Cups wants you get stuck in nostalgia, and keep you from reaching your pinnacle, which is your 10 of Cups. When you can reach a 10 of Cups in your life, it doesn't matter where things can come and go in your life, but as long as you have that inner peace, that inner happiness, connection to spirit, connection to everything that's around you, because you have built up this reality based on authentically who you are. Okay, there's nothing that can disrupt that. But if something from the past can hold on to you to make you think you missing out on a good time that you've already had and you already know what it's going to bring, it will keep you, it will try to keep you trapped in that space to keep you from exploring and self-discovery. All right. All right. So, let's see. I want to do, because I said I was going to make sure I do just a little, throw a card in here to have a little exercise for us, to help us out during this time. So it's just to help our spiritual practice. All right. All right. These are little exercises to ground our spiritual practice. And I said, even though these cards are self-esteem cards, the reason why I say let's do self-esteem card, because this is a new you. All right. And then again, it's like having it's like Bambi. You got wobbly legs. All right. That's why the situations, people, places, and things are trying to pull on your energy. All right. Because your footing, you haven't quite got your footing yet. It's not completely solidified. So a good way to combat that is do something that will help you get stronger, have some type of practice, daily practice. All right. All right. All right. So, Spirit, is there anything in here? Is there an exercise that we can do to help grow? Help us grow and nurture this new energy that's coming to us. How can we grow and nurture in a daily practice so we can grow stronger in our in self-esteem as we open up to our new possibilities, our new way of being? Yes. One more shuffle, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. We all out here helping one another. I just saw something pop out. I don't know if they want to use some. What was this one? That popped out. It says, get down, number 18, and my needs expressed. Now, I just took that out, but I'm trying to figure out, was Spirit trying to put that out? Okay. So, get down. Self-acceptance. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, my God. I now see. I see. All right. Because we're going through a period of self-acceptance, right? You know, you learning to be this new vibration, all right? You're accepting the new vibration that you're growing in, right? So, but with that, all right, Spirit is saying you must maintain boundaries. Thank you, Spirit. Make sure you maintain your boundaries. Remember, I said people from the past gonna be pulling up on you. Situations from the past is gonna be trying. It's like that spider. The other mother is what she was called in the movie Coraline. The other mother is gonna be trying to hold on to you because it doesn't want you to let go of that illusion or that particular reality. All right. So it's going to be reaching out. Folks from the past going to be reaching out to you like, hey, you want to go hang out? Well, you don't even hang out at the bars no more. Or you don't even go to that particular establishment anymore. You understand? So you have to be very mindful of what's going on, y'all. And so where it says self-esteem, it says my needs expressed. Make sure that when these people reach out, you honoring your needs. All right. Your needs is that you must maintain healthy boundaries. All right. All right. So I'm going to read these two and then I'm going to let them go. Okay. It says, get down, self-acceptance. This is an exercise. All right. Number 18, get down, self-acceptance. It says commit 60 minutes. Oh, and this says try this every 6 months or more. So, y'all, this might be this could be a good let me read this. Hold on. It says materials, music, instructor, or video. Make a date with a friend or a loved one, either at a local dance studio or at home with a video tutorial. Learn a dance together. Aim to keep a lighthearted, positive spirit. Later, spend time journaling about how you felt in the moment or afterward. Okay. It says you can also try this exercise alone. Either way, try to release any feelings of consciousness and just have fun. All right. And so this says every 6 months. So I guess it's saying it's okay to, you know, it's okay to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Make time, make room and space for your friends, or but make sure it's with people that's on the same frequency as you now. All right. Don't get distracted. All right. Um, but I was saying when I saw it every 6 months, I was like, this could be a nice moon ritual you could do with your buddies. And when I say ritual, I'm not talking about that bullshit that that's been going on, because that kind of magic is no longer have power anymore. It's about the mental. You understand? You have to, it's mind over matter. This is the type of magic that we're that's being harnessed right now. It's more than just you know lighting a candle and gathering up dirt and whatever the fuck people be doing. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, because there are some great witches, white witches. All right. And when I say white witches, I mean people who do alchemy and heal folk. All right. People who do alchemy and mix herbs to for protection. You know what I'm saying? Planting healthy seeds and not taking away from folk. All right. All right. But like I said, ritual is you getting up and brushing your teeth and taking a shower every day. That is a ritual in itself. So having a healthy ritual where you connect with people of like minds, and y'all get together and do moon manifestations, making sure have a healthy group, making sure your sisterhood or your brotherhood or whatever it is um tapped in. And maybe like, okay, I'm hearing like your soul tribe. You know what I'm saying? Get tapped in with a new soul tribe. All right. But 97, my needs expressed, self-esteem and boundaries, 30 minutes. And it says once a month. All right. It says make a list of your closest relationships. Identify some unexpressed needs you have within these relationships, such as time, space, emotional support, and respect. Once you have identified a need, communicate that need to your loved one. Reflect on your approach, their response, and how it made you feel. So, this kind of for real is talking about the situation. Like I said, that these are things that's probably going to be coming up during this time with your relationships. All right. Um, hey, if you can talk to somebody who come up from your past and y'all can work things out, fine. But if they're not willing to do the work to stay in a part of your life, you have to realize, you have to accept that. All right. All right. You're going to have to accept that and have the self-esteem and the strength enough to put up strong boundaries and not allow people to drag your energy. All right. All right. All right. And I believe that right there. Let me get you an angel message. I hope that helps somebody. Where's my angel cards? Mm-mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm gonna give you an angel number. Yeah. Um, it's time to, well, like I said, we are elevating. You're elevating your life. Stay focused. You got to be stronger than the shadow. Okay. Um, or the past. You got to be stronger. Be strong to walk away from your past in order to accept something new. All right. This is the message. Um, you know, that Spirit has for us today. Like I said, that's not to say every man for themselves. Yes, Spirit does want you to be of assistance. Spirit does want to use us as a lighthouse, and you know, to share our wisdom with people and have compassion, but the compassion has to always start from us. All right. You can't help nobody until you help yourself. So always stay grounded. Keep your energy cleansed. All right. And hold your boundaries. We can't have so much empathy for somebody that we let them take us off our square. All right. All right. And pull us back into an illusion that we just climbed out of. All right. Yes. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. It says Spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, system, process, conditioning, and rules. It says you are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything uh, be sure that everything will fall to pieces. Okay. So if we say that's your spirit guides, all right?